Welcome back students. I hope that you all must be fit and fine. So students, in our previous lecture, we have studied about manure and fertilizers. Manure and fertilizers enrich the soil with nutrients. They are adding nutrient to the soil which will promote the growth of plant. So students, now we will see one more method of maintaining soil fertility, that is biofertilizers. Earlier in the last lecture we have studied about field fallow and crop rotation. In field fallow we are leaving the field uncultivated for a season, so it will naturally replenish the soil with nutrients. Decomposition of organic matter takes place which is present in the soil. Decomposition is done by microorganisms, and these microorganisms will convert this organic matter into simpler form which is then utilized by plant, right. So field fallow helps in maintaining soil fertility. Along with this, we have studied about the crop rotation, in which we are rotating crop, we are growing different crops in different seasons in the same field. Like in one season farmer is growing leguminous crop. In the roots of leguminous crop, rhizobium bacterium is present which is responsible for nitrogen fixation, and in the next season he is growing wheat crop.
Hello students, in the last lecture we discussed some methods to find the square of any given number, and the methods were column method and observation method. Now in this lecture we will discuss some more method to find the square of any given number. Now we'll continue with diagonal method. We have already discussed column method and observation method. Now there is one more method to find the square of any given number, and that is diagonal method. And usually this method is useful for more than 2 digit or either 2 digits, right? So we can take either 2 digit number or more than 2 digit number also. Like in the column method, we usually use column method for 2 digit number. Usually for 3 digit number, we avoid that method. Similarly for observation method, if the number is very big, it is difficult to find the square using observation method also. But in the case of diagonal method, we can take either 2 digit or more than 2 digit number also, and we can easily find the square of any given number. Right? So what we need to do in diagonal method, we'll understand here. So diagonal method is applicable to 2 or more than 2 digit numbers. So here we need to take either 2 digit number or more than 2 digit number also we can take, right?
Hello students, welcome to this amazing session of synthetic fiber and plastics. See students, in our previous lectures we have covered our whole chapter. Now in this lecture we'll be revising the whole chapter in just one lecture. Okay, we'll be quickly revising the topics, main definitions, okay, the points which you need to remember. Okay, so in this lecture we'll be mainly revising the whole chapter. So let's begin. So students, the synthetic fiber and plastics. Okay, so first we need to understand what are synthetic fibers. See student, we all know that synthetic fiber, these fibers are your man-made fibers. Okay, and these are made with the help of what? Petrochemicals. And what are petrochemicals? The chemicals which are being obtained from petroleum are known as your petrochemicals. Okay, so what are synthetic fiber? These fibers are man-made fibers. Okay, they are prepared or they are being manufactured with the help of what? Petrochemicals. We use what? Petrochemicals in order to make what? Synthetic fibers.
In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about pressure and important points regarding pressure. So students, now we will move on to our next topic, that is pressure. What do we understand by pressure? Please pay attention. Pressure is the force per unit area that is applied on the surface of an object. We are having a surface, okay, we are having a surface, and the force which is applied on unit area of this surface will be known as pressure. Let's say we assume we are applying F force on this surface and the area of this surface is capital A. So on A area, the unit of area is, we know, meter square, and the unit of force is Newton. So on A area, which is in meter square, the force applied is F, the force is in Newton, The unit of force is Newton and unit of area is meter square. So, on capital A area, the force applied is capital F. Okay. So, now on unit area, the force applied will be equal to on unit area, the force applied will be equal to F upon A. Please pay attention, students. I am repeating it again. On A, capital A area, the force applied is F. On unit area, the force applied will be equal to F upon A, and this F upon A is nothing but pressure. Here when we are talking about the force, we are talking about the perpendicular force.